citizens. So I want you to imagine you're driving with your family and it's a sunny day. You're sitting in a Lexus that you bought because you trust it, but suddenly the car speeds up. You try to hit the brakes and nothing happened. You pull the emergency brake and still nothing. But at the time, you're already hitting 120 miles per hour. On August 28, 2009, an off-duty officer named Mark Saylor lived this nightmare. In the 911 calls, it's this.
911 emergency, what are you reporting?
Yeah, we're in a Lexus.
I'm sorry, your cell phone's cutting out.
We're going north 125,
Mm-hmm.
and our accelerator's stuck.
I'm sorry?
Our accelerator's stuck. We're on 125 and we're in Lake.
Okay, northbound 125, where are you passing?
We are passing, where are we passing? We're going 120, Mission Gorge. We're in trouble. We can't, there's no brake.
Okay.
Gorge, end freeway, half mile.
Okay, and you don't have the ability to, like, turn the vehicle off or anything?
We're approaching an intersection. We're approaching an intersection.
Okay.
We're approaching an intersection. Hold on. Pray.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Okay. Hello?
You heard that, right? You heard that? The last line, the last word. Said we're approaching the intersections. Hold on, pray, and pray. And what happened after that? You already guessed. They all died. For what? Because the world's safest car company decided to grow too fast. And today, we're not just talking about a car recall, we're talking about how arrogance kills. This is how Toyota hit the skids. I got the case from this paper. It's from, again, Harvard Business School with the title of Toyota Recalls Hitting the Skid. To understand to understand this, we have to look at the document. And for decades, Toyota was the underdog, the quiet kid who got straight A, but then they got addicted. For somehow, they wanted to beat the General Motors or the GM, and they just like thirsty of dominance maybe. They want to be the biggest, and in the 2007, they did it. But here's the problem. When you're already obsessed with being the biggest, you forget how to be the best. They launched a program called what? They launched a program called CCC21, or it's a short from Conceptions of Cost Competitiveness for the 21st Century. It sounds fancy, very fancy, right? CCC21, it sounds fancy. Even though it sounds like a CCCP, but whatever. let's continue. But in real human language, CCC21 was a massacre of quality. It was a command from the top to make it cheaper and then squeeze the suppliers, save every cent, even if it's on the ball. Until here, it sounds like a joke, but let's continue before we do some commentary, maybe. They said they want to cut costs by 30%. Think about that. 30%, you can cut 30% without cutting corners, didn't it? They started to use the same accelerator pedal for millions of cars, from a cheap Camry until to a what is it? Luxury Lexus, yeah. Spreadsheet wise, brilliant, billion of dollar profit. But reality wise, it's something like time bomb that ticking. If if that one chip pedal fails, you don't have a small problem. You have a million of killers on the road. And the terrifying part is that they were running marathon at 100-meter sprint pace. And eventually, the heart gives up. Now let's look at how they handled it. When the Toyota, when the complaints started to coming, Toyota didn't say sorry. You know what they said? It's your fault. It's your fault. Seriously, what are they thinking? They blame the floor mats. They told people your mats are just too big, they get stuck. What the is this, man? I this just doesn't feel right to me, but yeah, let's continue. Uh oh, it's hard to continue, but look at the data, yeah. If we see at the data in this case, the engineers have already knew that. What the is that? The engineers had already knew. Internal memos showed that they know about the sticky pedal issue, but they didn't want a full recall. Why? Because it's expensive. King capitalist. And in the document, Toyota actually bragged to the government that they saved 100 million by negotiating a limited recall. $100 million. They put a price tag on your life. Seriously, your life was the cost of $100 million. Yes, they save money while many families were praying at intersections, hoping that they doesn't crash. And this is the arrogance of success, yeah. Yeah, I hope that's the right word, maybe. They thought that they were too big, to be honest. They thought their reputations, I don't know what word to use. They thought their reputations was a shield that could stop any boats. But they absolutely wrong. They can't think after all. And by the 2010, the wall was too high that the US government told everyone to stop driving your Toyotas. And that makes the founder, Akio, oh, sorry, it's not the founder. It's the grandson of the founders. Akio Toyoda, funny, Akio Toyoda had to fly to America And in Japan, face and honor are everything, right? So being grilled by the US Congress is the ultimate shame. He apologized. He said something like this. The past few weeks, we have cleared that Toyota has not lived up to the high standards we set for ourselves. More important, we have not lived up to the high standards you have come to expect from us. And I'm deeply disappointed by that and apologize. He apologized, but is he apologized for the victims or he apologized because the Toyota Hello was broken and they had to recall 9 million cars and their stock price crashed, but more importantly, the trust was gone. People like um, Marilyn Bower, he's an Toyota owner. He said, "Now I have to drive around and worry if I'm going to get killed." Yeah, that's already sounds like something's. Yeah, that's a word that you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear from. You don't want to hear from your customer. You're fucked up at that point. But yeah, yes. So you can just try to imagine buying a brand new car and feeling like you drive in a coffin. So what's the point? The Toyota Falls is wasn't about the bad battles. It's about bad culture, like some success in dangerous, yeah, dangerous guys, maybe dangerous person, yeah. So it makes you to stop listening. It makes you think that you're, what is it, invisible, yeah. But whether if you're a giant company or just what is it, a person, maybe the moment when you prioritize growth over what's the word for it? You prioritize growth over the integrity or quality or what again? Um, Safety, and by the moment you think that profit is more important than people, then you're already lost. You already lost the everything. You already lost everything. You lost your customers. You lost your competitions. You lost your trust. You lost your achievement that you have already gained, and that's just you're paying a lost cost. You just end there. Yeah. You, yeah. I don't know. And I guess that's it. Yeah. I don't want uh what is it to be more longer than this. But yes. So yeah, basically, I guess that's it. Yeah. My name is Bang Pio Paris. Taylor is still here today, but their reputations, their or what the good what the cool word for it? Scars. Yes, but the scars still remain. Yeah, maybe it's something like that. Yeah, or simply the reputation is just broken. Yeah. And I guess that's it. Stay critical, look beyond the brain, and as always, stay patient.